Hey everyone, this is Kate Weatherwise, your favorite weather girl, coming to you on Wednesday, April 1st, 2026. We are into the month of April. This is a weather update. It is 8:40 in the Central Time Zone. This is a weather update concerning the severe weather in the center of the country going on right now. So let's go ahead and take a look at radar and what we are looking at as far as weather conditions are concerned. This is the tornado watch situation that we have going on, reaching from central Missouri all the way down, a little bit of Kansas here, down into central Oklahoma, and down into Texas, North Texas as well. Now, just in the last 15-20 minutes, this area used to be under a tornado watch. It has now been replaced by a severe thunderstorm watch. We have seen a couple of tornadoes that have developed down here to the south near Wichita Falls, Texas. However, there has not been the tornado development. All the parameters are there. We just have not seen the tornado development. These purplish blue circles outlined right here, that talks about, this is the convective discussion, that talks about the likelihood of tornadoes forming in this area tonight. And there's still a chance that that will happen. However, we do have several severe warning storms coming through Wichita Falls, like I said, and then north into Oklahoma City. You are about to get hit with severe thunderstorms coming right through the city. Now, the hail that is coming through, I have not seen many reports of how big the hail is. There are many reports of wind. Let's see if this one is just flooding. There's flooding going on. There's rain and gusts of wind. This one's 67 miles per hour, a gust of wind, and then the tornado watch. Okay, so I don't see any, and there's not any contour lines, which tells us that there is some big hail with these storms. So this is a gust front right here. As you can see, this section right here is propagating out quicker than the rest of it. That's bringing with it some heavy rain, some hail, and some pretty strong winds that are coming through just as south Oklahoma down into here where Wichita Falls is. So that's the picture tonight. And this tornado watch goes until midnight Central Daylight Time. So there is still about 3 hours and 15 minutes left of that tornado watch. We'll see what happens as far as parameters are concerned. But quickly, I want to take us over to the satellite imagery. You can really see these storms blossom up out ahead of this line here. This is a low pressure system up here in Colorado, where you have seen some snow today in the mountains of Colorado and in and around the Denver area. And then it's like a little comma. It comes down this dry line that is coming through here into the panhandle of Oklahoma and Texas. Out ahead of this line, this dry line, are the thunderstorms that we just talked about. This is classic. However, the tornado part of the equation has not really gotten going today, which is a very good thing. However, we are still seeing damaging winds, lots of rain, and hail with these storms. So nonetheless, I know you all here in the Midwest and the plains, you are used to this weather, but of course, we don't like to see the tornadoes come through. Now, we are going to take a look at what the dew points are looking like really quickly. This is the dry line I was just talking about. We have some moist, warm, unstable air out ahead of it. The dew points are still in the low 60s to the mid and upper 60s around Oklahoma, which is where we're seeing a lot of this darker blue here, is where we have higher humidities and higher instability and more moisture. So that's where a lot of the severe thunderstorms are. And into Missouri, your dew point is in the low 60s. So we'll keep an eye on this area too for severe weather as the night goes on. But that is what we are looking at for tonight. It remains to be seen if we start to see more tornado development. Now, I'm going to take us back here really quickly. These lines here, like I said, the convective discussion, I'm going to read this one really quickly and what it says. This is from the mesoscale discussion. The severe threat for tornado watch continues. A risk of damaging winds and a couple of tornadoes continues across the watch area. as an MCS. That's a mesocyclone system is tracking slowly eastward across western Oklahoma and western North Texas with embedded supercell structures on the southern portion of the line, which we just talked about, along south of the Red River. Over the next couple of hours, about an hour and a half left, the risk of a couple of tornadoes, damaging winds, and large hail should be maximized with the southern storms along and south of the Red River, where unstable inflow and strong, low, deep layer shear is in place. Farther north in western or central Oklahoma, a messier convective mode evolution has limited the tornado risk thus far, with primarily a damaging wind risk. However, sounding shows ample surface-based buoyancy, steep lapse rates, and a large clockwise curved hodograph in the pre-convective environment. This could still support embedded mesovortices, supercell structures with a risk of a couple tornadoes and severe wind gusts towards the I-35 corridor. So that's what they have to say, and that was the first time I've read it, and I am in agreement with that. And as far as we'll see what can develop, there's all the parameters are there, but sometimes it still doesn't come together. That's why tornadoes are so elusive and so fascinating at the same time. So keep an eye on things and see what develops throughout the night. Like I said, this goes until midnight. This tornado watch goes until midnight tonight. And this one in Missouri was added on later. So let's see, this one goes until 1 a.m. Central Daylight Time. So we'll keep an eye on things. I will report back on my various social media pages where I can report instantaneously, and will keep everyone in the loop. But for now, this is Kate Weatherwise saying goodbye.